You ever make plans and something does not go the way you expect it to go? This is how this spring has been for us. My plan was to push out several videos a week and get more things done in the garden, but it just has not been happening that way. We have been very busy trying to adjust to a new schedule. Yeah, so I guess I just have to be comfortable with the fact that things aren't working out the way I thought they were going to, but it's okay. Right now, we are moving these beams and this tarp to create a pumpkin patch in this space. And I grew pumpkins here last year. And unfortunately, it was a fail that was not 100% in my control. I'm not going to get into the story, but we are trying again. We're going to try to grow pumpkins again. I've always wanted a pumpkin patch, and the spot right here gets about, let's say about 10 hours of sun. So right now it is about 6 p.m. ish, and the sun is still shining just as bright as it did early in the morning. So I feel like, last time we grew pumpkins here, I was able to get it to the point of them vining and actually producing fruit. So this is a good spot for them. And we put the tarp here just to get a jump start on planting them, but I was never going to leave it here. I just had it here to kill the grass. And now I am just gonna remove the weeds and any grass that I see in this spot. I feel like laying tarp to kill the grass and leaving it there for about 6 months or a year is the perfect way to create a new bed. So I did this same thing for my cut flower garden, and I get weeds there, but not as much as I did by just laying the boxes and then putting the soil and planting directly in it. I like pre-planning where I want my new bed by leaving the tarp there to like solarize the grass. And I actually got the idea from the Charles Dowding no dig method. He mentions like using tarp to kill the grass, and I think it works really, really well. I plan to do the same exact thing on our in our side garden. I already bought a bunch of clearance plants, so that space is going to look absolutely gorgeous. All of our holes have been weeded and kind of formed in like a round shape, and now we are just adding some compost to each of the holes, and we are just going to mound them up. And by doing this, the pumpkin seeds will have more warmth and they should germinate a bit quicker. I also soaked them, which will help get them started much faster than they would have been if they weren't soaked. We got all of the mounds complete, and now we are seeing how we want to use these landscape timbers. And I am really just wanting them in this space to keep our children from running straight across this area. For some reason, they don't like to look down. They don't pay attention to where they're walking. So this is really just a like a protective border from them. And so far, it's been a few weeks now, and it's been working pretty well. They haven't like ran across here, stepped on any of the mounds, which is perfect. So I'm not trying to be as accurate as possible in forming the timbers around it. So right now, I am just trying to line up and make sure that when we go to cut the beams, that they will fit between this space and this other space right here. So I'm just taking a pen and marking where we are going to cut. All of the beams are in place and I'm already liking how it looks. So we are going to begin mulching this. And at first we were grabbing this like tiny bucket to mulch. It didn't work that well. It'd be too long. So we just grabbed the cart and filled it up with the mulch. And if we needed to, we just moved the beans in order to get the mulch where we needed to be. So I have my pumpkin seeds right now. And I'm just going through to see which one is going to go in this first mound. I may have left these particular seeds in this plastic bag of water for longer than the recommended time. I kind of forgot about them, and then when I went back to them, the seeds had sprouted in the bag. Complete accident, but a happy accident because the pumpkins in this mound have the largest growth and are the biggest out of all of them. So it is fun to see how lush they look right now. And I I did plant these a few weeks ago, so I will be sure to show you guys how it looks today at the end of the video. At this point, we started to lose daylight, unfortunately, but it did feel really good out here. And I am just putting about 3 to 5, no, I actually think like about 5 or 6 seeds per mound. And then I'm going to thin them down to about 3 to 4, depending on the variety. I did do my mounds kind of close together with the intention of thinning them out to just a few seedlings. But as they grow, I plan to get them to go onto the grass and out in different directions. A lot of the varieties I am planting tiny are tiny varieties like the The rainbow mix pumpkins, those are like little bitty gourds, is what I'm planting in this middle row. So a lot of them have short vines and produce smaller pumpkins. So I'm hoping I have enough room. And I tried to put the larger pumpkins on the edge. So in the front and in the back with the 4 mounds. We will see how it goes. It might end up looking like a jungle, but the good thing is that this area is pretty much surrounded by grass besides the tree that we got behind there. So it won't smother any other plants, which is good. So they are free to do as they please. And I'm hoping it creates a beautiful pumpkin patch. I want to grow pumpkins so badly, and I can feel it that this is my year. I just need to give them love and attention and fertilizer and water and sunshine, and hopefully they will turn into something great. Wish me luck, everyone. Here is how they look several weeks later. I believe it has been three or 4 weeks. I need to look to get the exact time. But as you can see, some of them are putting on lots of growth. And unfortunately, I have one that did not come up at all. So in this mound, I might end up just maybe planting a sunflower there, maybe just give it some color, or just leaving it alone and giving the other pumpkins to more room to stretch their vines. But I am loving how it is looking so far. I like this spot and this position. And hopefully in a few more weeks, we will see some flowers. I am going to start putting them on a fertilizing schedule because I know pumpkins are heavy feeders. But guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to be back next week with another video. Thank you so much for watching, and happy growing.